Hey everyone. I really need to come up with a better way to start these videos. But yeah, anyways, it feels like every time I record another one of these videos, I have to talk about a new milestone that we've just hit, or at least a milestone that we're going to hit in the next coming days. I seriously can't underestimate the amount of support I've seen in these last couple of days. It has truly been insane. It is insane. There is no other way to put it. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Alright, but let's actually get on with the video now. So today we're going to be turning Grief into a 9 star Grief. Yes, Grife. That's much better. So I know what a lot of you guys are probably thinking. Why 9 star? Like, right? Why 9 star specifically? I'm gonna be honest. There's no exact reason why I chose 9 star, but probably because it's really easy to build 9 star gameplay, and because if I made it like, I don't know, 2 star gameplay, it'd be boring. I'm sorry. Alright, but there are also a few rules that I want to keep in mind. Number one, it actually has to look like Grief and play like Grief. Second of all, I don't know. Also, I already know I'm going to be splitting up this video into 2 days, so this is day 1. I don't really play a lot of 9 stars, so I'm just going to have to, I don't know, approximate the difficulty of a 9 star. But the beginning, I already know what I'm going to do in the beginning. What? Oh, don't tell me it's D blocks. No way. Basically, what the D blocks, what they do is they make sure that the wave doesn't crash as soon as it touches the blocks, because usually if the wave touches the block, it crashes. So we're just gonna have a few of these little spikes on the ceiling. Doesn't Grief have like a S thingy, a block shape in the beginning? Let me go analyze what Grief actually looks like. We have this beginning, which we somewhat mimic. Yeah, there's a S thingy right there. And in Grief, there's like an S thingy. I don't know how to explain it, but since, I'm Kaiser, I'm just gonna make a K. Alright, let's see how this part actually plays. Pretty easy. Alright, I guess I should explain what I'm currently doing. So, currently I'm just trying to replicate the feel of Grief while making the gameplay obviously a lot easier. Obviously, here in the beginning, we have the quote-unquote spam, which is, I mean, it's not spam. But, like, you know what I mean, like the small corridor. And you want to always make sure when you're making levels that you can't skip portals, or you can't, making sure there are no secret ways. Alright, and time to go back to Grief, because I don't know what I'm doing. Now, although I'm trying to make this, feel pretty similar to Grief, I am going to take some, creative liberty and do kind of, my own thing with it, but obviously while still replicating the Grief feel. Alright, how many seconds of gameplay have we done in half an hour? Oh boy. I'm not really explaining a lot, but I'm trying to find a good balance between it just being nearly too difficult and it being pretty calm. Again, I'm going to, nerf some parts later on. Okay, it's actually pretty easy, so we're good when it comes to difficulty. So in Grief, there are a lot of repeating patterns, such as, the same kind of structures over and over again. So I'm taking inspiration with that by copying and pasting it. We're gonna make a big clubstep monster right here in the middle, because I know that's what you guys want. There you go, scary clubstep monster thingy. Alright, let's see if this actually works, and if not, I'm gonna be pretty sad. What? Yeah, that's cool. The transition works. This is what I was going for. Also, we're going to give the clubstep monster a name. So, I'm not really sure what we're going to name this thing. We're gonna name the clubstep monster Harold. Alright, so this is Harold, the clubstep monster. Everyone in the comment section, say hi to Harold. Alright everyone, let me give you some additional cool and interesting facts about Harold, because I feel like it's very important to get to know people very well. Harold is actually a professional tennis player. Yes, I don't know a single person that actually plays tennis competitively, but Harold is one of those people. Something very interesting about Harold is that Harold doesn't like the number 6. I don't know why. Harold just doesn't like the number 6. I don't know. I haven't asked him yet. He just told me, don't say anything about 6. Harold actually hates Wednesdays. I mean, probably Mondays too, but Wednesdays? Like, what? Why Wednesday? I don't know, Harold just said Wednesdays are pretty filler days, nothing really goes on a Wednesday, and I mean, I guess true. Also, Harold is that type of person that really loves attention. I know, Harold is a little bit of an attention seeker. But this is super important context, because from here on out, every time I pass by Harold, I say, "Hi Harold," or "Hello." Now why do I do this? Again, Harold is a pretty big attention seeker. He wants the attention, he needs it. Alright, I feel like you know Harold now pretty well. If you want to ask him a few questions, let me know and I will, ask him. Maybe next video he will give some additional context to, for example, why he hates the number 6. Anyways, let's get back to building. Hi Harold. I really love summer. It's awesome. Summer is awesome. One thing I don't like about summer, however, is how hot everything is. I feel like I'm working a blue-collar job over here. I'm just building in Geometry Dash. Anyways, we're going to do Miniwave now. Yes, Miniwave gameplay. I suck at Miniwave gameplay, but I'm still going to do Miniwave gameplay. Also, I'm going to be adding a very secret coin over here. Now, to get to this coin, you have to do a very precise click. Hello, Harold. It's mandatory, okay? I need to say hello, Harold, every time. We copy this. Because I like copying. We copy that. We flip it back. Oh, yak. Yes, even more copy and pasting of gameplay I have already built. We are very creative over here on the Kaiser Unfiltered channel. I'm getting like carpal tunnel. I need to I don't know, lock in. Yeah, this is actually pretty difficult now. It's so difficult, in fact, that I have to actually use my up arrow key. Give me a second. Oh wow. Why am I singing the lyrics of this stalemate song? And I will cry and let me eat mustard. Let me play. What? Now this timing over here, this may look a little absurd, but there are D blocks everywhere. So okay, so progress update. We have finished this part. It's very cool. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, and this will probably be the final part of the level, because we're probably going to be at 1 minute 30 by the time we finish. There are also no D blocks on that mini wave part. I don't know what that noise was. I don't know what that noise was. Over here in this wave part, you have to be holding up, and then you have to let go, because then you only go up there. Also, you can get yourself a coin if you jump at the right time. And I didn't jump at the right time. You have to hit this orb, and yeah, then you get the coin. So, something that you guys need to know is that the second part, or I guess I should say the drop of the level, is the hardest part. So yeah, this is the hardest part. This is pretty difficult, controlling it. Let's see. You know what? What? This just gave me an idea. Okay. Alright, progress update number 2. So, I kind of nerfed everything. Over here, you just have to do nothing and click like right here. So, both of the duels make it in here. This, you don't have to click here. These are all protected by D blocks, so you won't crash. Ooh, that transition is horrible. Copy and pasting of Doom, but you know, who cares? It's not like I'm copy and pasting everything. This is completely original, and I crashed. Oh, it's starting to rain. I know you guys can hear that. Most of the time, I just like sit in silence and I just like do whatever comes to mind. Cause this is, you know. Also, most of this is just like boring building. I'm not Woolsey. I can't. Oh, hey, whoa! It's Woolsey. Let me lock in. Rain is assisting me in my silence. Ah, come on. That was actually pretty cool. Alright, so I spent the past couple of minutes building the ending, and let me know if it's good. Let me know. A lot of grief is just this right here. The same corridor, the same, just like a little bit tighter, and that's grief. That's grief. You know, this, but with the mini wave or like the normal, it's just, it does this a lot, and I have done that, but I kind of want to do my own thing, because I feel like this is cool. Look, so yeah, it's not like a true, faithful recreation of grief, but like easier, but it looks good and it plays well, okay? Alright, that'll be it for today. I'll see you guys on day 2. Alright everyone, I am back. It is day 2. And you know, I made a couple of changes. For example, I realized that these slopes over here, you can't actually collide with them. You don't crash, so I added collision blocks. I also, this right here is actually my favorite change of them all. So you can't click too early or else you hit these spikes. You have to click right here, and then you go onto this platform, and then you click here to go over these spikes and you let go. Now this may seem very difficult, but I have never crashed here. What other changes did I make? I mean, I nerfed this gameplay. Look, I know a lot of you guys might have loved it. I loved it, personally. I really loved it. But, I know people were going to say, this level is really unbalanced. And, you know, it still is. But, like, at least I changed it slightly. Because at the end, there's like a, I don't know, like a demon or whatever in Grief. So I added a smiley instead. Because, yeah. And, you know, when you go in Grief, you realize, oh, you know, that's a lot of decoration. Yeah, this is going to be very annoying to decorate. Yeah, that's what I realized. So I'm gonna go play through it a few times, you know, have a little bit of fun, and then I'm gonna suffer for the rest of the video. Why can't I do like the wave part anymore? Not like the dual wave part, but the one after this. Oh, so that was sketchy. Finally I did it. Oh my god. So recently I played through some 9 stars, and they are actually way more difficult than this. So if you guys think this is difficult, no, I mean somewhat, yeah, but like there are so many harder 9 stars out there. Alright, I'm done with the spikes. Let's put them everywhere. Which is gonna take like such a long time, but you know, who cares? Oh man, like I already know today is just gonna be a day. Yeah, just like 10 more hours of this right here, yeah. Am I done? Yes, I'm done. I did all of the... God damn! Alright, now I'm finally done with the spikes. I put spikes everywhere in the level where I had spikes. Alright, I'm not sure what I have just created. It doesn't look like the saw blade from Grief, but it looks... I don't know, it looks so much better. So I'm gonna be using this everywhere. I'm gonna be spamming this everywhere. Hello Harold, you're going to get a new design, but I will actually do something very special for you, Harold, because you are very special to me. Alright everyone, meet the new and improved Harold. Yes. Harold, how are you feeling? Good to know, good to know. Hope you like the change. I'm having quite the fun time building, but I guess structuring. Yeah, but it is boring. It is boring. I must admit. It's a lot of doing nothing and waiting. Oh, I wish there was like something I could commentate about, but unless I'm just like literally yapping, there's really nothing going on. Where's the gray that I had? There you go. Does that look cool? Like, okay. Okay, I guess I came up with a really cool... Wow, this is actually very cool. Now, the level has to be Grief style, but not like a copy of Grief, which is why I'm doing a lot of cool, interesting things with it. Okay, the smiley looks now... Okay. Alright, I guess I made somewhat of a design, but it's not really the best. I'm trying to come up with a very funky design. Yes, very funky. Am I doing a good job at it? No, not at all. I'm kind of on a time crunch, which is why I'm rushing everything. I want big chains everywhere. And I want this on just completely black. Then what I do is I take this and I do the exact same process. You know, T4. Actually, this will be T5. Black. And I'm putting this everywhere now. Alright, now that we have a background, I just copy this, and yeah. So, I got so mad that I just quit. Like, I replaced all of the coins with, like, fake coins, and then I used LDM to beat the entirety of the level. You know, I was so mad about that. Yeah, I'm still traumatized about that, last death. We're just not gonna talk about that, okay? I just forgot to like record an outro, so I guess this will be the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. The ID is, I mean, you can see it on the screen. I'll leave the ID down below in the description. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Kaiser out.